Thank you, gentlemen, for coming for this very important meeting I called for. This is due to the German Wings crash that one of our pilots committed suicide. Um, as a result of the suicide, our company is facing massive losses in revenue and ultimately can bring our airline to bankruptcy. We're trying to avoid this. We definitely want to turn our profits around. We just need a different idea how we can change our tactic and how we can convince more people to fly on our airline and generally how to prevent such a catastrophe again happening. I'd like to hear from my chief technical officer. I think he spoke to me. He told me that he had some sort of idea what's possible to do.
So, as a CTO, I think that the best solution would be to create a technological software allowing us not to face such tragedies. We now know that the later crash known by Germanwings has been due to the depressed state of the copilot. So, from a rational point of view, it would be imperative to create a software to determine and evaluate the depressive state of pilots. This software will be presented to the pilot at a quiz on computer. All depression determination factors will be incorporated in the software. Indeed, pilots will be subject to tricky questions and also questions with the must answer with voice. Some questions will also be repeated several times. Test results will be issued in few minutes because we will incorporate into the software a model of non-depression. The software will therefore only compare the depressive state of the pilot who is doing the test with the one of its model. Obviously, the results will be sent to the cloud, a specific cloud only for pilots, for comparing test results between the pilots themselves and not just with the software model. In this case, I think that pilots will be extremely controlled and it will allow us to be more relieved when we enter in an aircraft.
I'd like to hear from my marketing manager about the idea that our CTO just proposed to us. Pretty interesting, but I'd like to hear my manager's opinion about it.
Thank you. So, marketing wise, this could be very good and easy because we can put those machines that Arik told so good into airports so that pilots, before they go into the plane, they can take the tests. And first, we're going to do a free trial for a couple of months so that the pilots can adapt to that and so companies can see what are good things and bad things about it. Then we can sell it to airlines, so because obviously we won't keep it for free because it costs a lot of money. And yeah, after a year or two, we collect all the results and everything, we compare, we see what we can change in a positive way. And yeah, that's because we're using a cloud service, which is pretty useful. So yeah, that's my marketing idea.
Thank you for your opinion about it. It's really interesting, and I think it's also very effective. Money-wise and financially speaking, I think such a project is pretty expensive. We also are facing some losses, so we have to really cut on our expenses on such a project. I'd like to hear from my financial officer his opinion about the project, financial speaking wise, please.
So yesterday I spoke to our accountant, and we both agreed that the financial situation of Germanwings for the moment is catastrophic. Since the crash, like all our revenues decreased. Even Lufthansa, like they experienced some bad revenues. So like I also reviewed the project of Arik, and I think it's a very good idea. It's not a big investment. We just have to invest in software development and computers. And furthermore, we can even earn money by selling it to other airlines and airports. So like, you have green light for me.
So we can make profits from the sales also, and also
Yeah, of course. I think it would be easy to sell it.
makes sense. Okay. For such a project to go underway, it's kind of a very big, long process of the project. My business developer, German Wings Airline, also has some sort of opinion about how to take that project from an idea into reality. Please tell me about it a little.
As the position of business developer of the airline, I will begin with my team a search for investors to invest in this new product. We will contact all the investing firms in Germany. As well, I will contact our parent company Lufthansa for their help searching for investors. Externally, in order for this project to be successful, we will need top psychologists be work with and invent a system.
Interesting.
So those are psychologists we have to work with. Okay. Gentlemen, thank you for coming to this very important board meeting. I think we have a really good idea ahead of us for development. It's crucial that this project succeeds because it's like our only survival for the company to survive and not go into bankruptcy. So we have to make it work, and I do believe it will be successful. And I do believe it's going to prevent such a disaster ever happening again. So I appreciate it. Thank you for coming. Thank you for displaying such a brilliant idea. And thank you.